Welcome back, everybody, to So Victory Fest pre-show live. And for some of you who are just tuning in, I just want to say hello to all of you. I'm definitely Zafsan, one of the event co-founders here at So Victory Fest. In case you're new to the show, you're wondering what it's all about. Well, I'm going to put this up so you can read it. The event that you're watching right now, which is this live broadcast, is our Thursday talk show series that bring talks, conversations, stories that elevate and celebrate women who inspire change for a more equitable and empowered world. And the event we're talking about is So Victory Fast. You can get more information at sovictory.com May 10 to May 12. I'm really excited for today's show. Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm in green. Right, this is happy St. Patrick's Day, so I'm gonna just put a little bit of music because I want to dance a little bit. But this topic in this particular episode is all about who knew virtual events could be this delicious. Well, this event track that we are taking from our So Victory Fest is a community and collaboration event track. So we're going to have a lot of conversation about building community and collaboration. So the best two people to talk about this, and I'm going to bring them up shortly, right? If you're here, before that, if you're here, say hello in the comments so we can do a proper shout out to all of you out there. And I'm going to kind of like bring them up right now so that you can say hello to all of them, give them a proper shout out, and here we go. Boom! Welcome, ladies. Hi.
Hey, Jeff, how are ya?
Woo-hoo! We're all in green.
Happy St. Paddy's Day!
Happy St. Paddy's Day! I'm infinitely
now,
green
Rachel, you're more tropical, and you're gonna make me feel like I need to be there. It's not only one; I need to be wherever you are.
I'm actually tuning in from, as a virtual creator, like sometimes it can be really like you have to stay in your home studio, but I decided to take a trip down to Tampa, and now I'm set up in a good friend's house with this beautiful bar, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna post up right here.
Virtual is cool because we can be anywhere in the world. We're digital nomads, right? So, gals, I'm gonna let you take away because I know you have a lot to share about today's topic. So, folks, if you're tuning in, just tuning in, say hello in the comments so we can say hello to all of you out there. Today's topic on this pre-show is who knew virtual events could be this delicious? Chef Gillian, take it away.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Zeph. We're super excited to be here today. You know, globally over the past 1.5 to 2 years, we've been looking at new ways of bringing people together and really looking at new ways to foster that sense of community and collaboration in a virtual space. So naturally, somebody like myself, I go by @OneBlondeChef, I bring people together over food. So you had to jump into these cook-alongs and immersive cooking experiences, which what we've started to discover has really helped people open up in these really unique ways to help open a conversation, create that space for collaboration. They help people build a space of trust and bonding and an openness over a vehicle such as a recipe or a cocktail that really, again, helps us to create that space, helps people feel welcome to open up. And part of the sessions that we have for the So Victory Fest are going to be around how you can actually capture some ideas, how you can really ask open, positive questions to help people get there. But what we love to do and what we've learned, and Rachael Green, the founder and CEO of Rach Green Cocktails, is here with us today. I'm so excited to share this space with you. Again, you and I always cook up or stir up something delicious, don't we? So Rachael joins us with over a decade of experience in the industry. She knows just about everything around cocktail construction that you can possibly know, the classic cocktail into kind of a new space and new themes. And since the world has moved digital, Rachael has desired to help businesses become more connected to their teams and clients through things like virtual happy hours, internal team building, client appreciation, and way more. So to celebrate St. Paddy's Day, Rach Green, what are you making for us?
Oh, Chef Gillian, it's so awesome to see you again. And thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of this. I'm super about getting women together, empowering each other, and collaborating above all else. So what's the best way to collaborate? But of course, to cheers with one another, right?
Absolutely.
What do we say in Canada? What do we say?
What are we?
Sociable.
Oh, up here we say sociable. In the East
What do you
Coast,
got? Jillian, what do you got a sociable with?
Yes.
We're going to have to do a sociable at some point.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. So today we're going to be mixing up what I call a lucky leprechaun. I made it out of, pulled it out of my hat. But ultimately, I'll show you some of the ingredients with my hands here so that you can kind of get a little close up. But ultimately, it's just lemon juice right here, fresh squeezed lemon juice. I actually use a little bit of this gold shimmer dust on the outside of this glass, which I attached with just some of the lemon juice. We're gonna be playing with an egg white, y'all, which is great for cooking, right? Because we got like all sorts of fun stuff for cooking. We got blue curacao and pineapple juice, right? I don't think you guys realize, but I am literally in the tropics right now. I don't have to wear very many clothes. I'm excited. And we have some Irish whiskey because guess what? It is St. Patrick's Day. So it's perfect. So we're going to be whipping that up. It's actually super duper simple, but it's an interesting multi-step process because of the egg white. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick. It's going to change the way you do omelets for sure. Oh, perfect. And we're going to come in, just crack an egg like this, and you can actually separate it in half. And you just toss the yolk back and forth until your yolk is completely separate, right? You can kind of see it. It's still fully intact. I like to always kind of dry off my hands after that. And I love to do that first because as you can kind of see, there's no eggshells or anything. I do a half an ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice, a half of an ounce of blue curacao, which is one of the best ways to turn a cocktail green, especially if you are, fun, right? Especially if you're using a lot of things with yellow pigment, like lemon juice and pineapple juice. And we're gonna do a 1 ounce of pineapple juice. Woo! Get that in there. This might turn out even a little bit more green, a little bit more purple, blue. I don't know, it's a rainbow here. And then just 2 ounces. You can do 1.5 ounces, but 2 ounces of Irish whiskey. Look at that color. It's like tropical madness. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead, switch back up. And we like to shake our cocktail before we actually add ice. So it's called a dry shake. And you're like, but there's a bunch of wet ingredients in here. Why is that called a dry shake? Well, it's called a dry shake because there's not ice. And ice is also water, right? So this is a traditional whiskey sour, y'all. So we have a bunch of other ingredients in there. But what are the other types of, have you guys had an egg white whiskey sour? Go ahead and put it in the comments. I want to know, have you had a regular whiskey sour? What other types of sours do you like daiquiris and I don't know, mojitos are technically a sour. It's really quite fun to play around with it, right? But it comes down to citrus, which I'm not going to get into, but during the segment that we're going to play around with on the So Fest, I'll go into a little bit more about why lemon is brought into cocktail history. So let's go ahead and shake this up. So we're just going to shake this up, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Woo! You want to make sure you have a nice seal on that so it doesn't explode on you like it started to do on me.
The St. Paddy's Day shake. Rachel, this is looking insanely good. And I had no idea mojito was considered a sour.
Woo, look at that. I know, right? So a mojito is technically, it's a daiquiri that they actually serve with mint. So it's mint, lime juice, simple syrup, white rum, right? Sound familiar? Daiquiri is just lime juice, white rum, and simple syrup. Sometimes they'll put a little soda water, but it's with crushed ice, right? So it's actually pretty simple to make, but then ultimately it's just a variation of a type of sour. Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
Right?
Look at that color.
I know, it's gorgeous. Now we add ice. So the reason why we add ice last is because we want to give the egg a chance to emulsify and turn into that meringue. In all honesty, if you wanted to go up a little bit on the pineapple juice, really fresh pineapple juice, it will actually froth like pineapple juice will, or like egg white will. So I highly recommend playing around with that and using that. If you really want that extra fluff, but you don't want to use an egg white, you can actually use what's called aquafaba, Chef Gillian, do you know what aquafaba is?
I sure do. It's the good stuff around your chickpeas.
Exactly. Yeah, it's the liquid around the chickpeas which have the proteins, which separate and they aerate and create that beautiful foam. Highly recommend using reduced sodium though, unless you want a salty cocktail. Totally up to you. Not everyone does.
That's a great tip, Rachel.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and shake this up. Shake it up. Shake it up. Shake it up. All right, and if you're not shaking a cocktail with me right now, then go ahead, shake up your remote, grab your babies and your dogs, and give them a little dance to this beautiful music that Seth has for us. Let's get it shaking. Let's get it popping. Like that. Pop it. All right. Now, one of the reasons I call it the Lucky Leprechaun is because there is some gold pigmentation that we play around with there. So we strain this beautiful bright green cocktail in here. You kind of see that gold through the foam, right? So here you can kind of see that beautiful gold rim. It's green, Lucky Leprechaun. And I like to actually top it off. So you can see the top of it, right?
Yes.
So I like to come in here. And you can kind of dust it or sprinkle it, but I like to do a little blow, and it actually creates this there's like gold everywhere. And it actually does create like a really pretty gold finish on the front.
My gosh, that looks amazing.
Right? So, sociable. It's time for a sociable, Chef Gillian. What do you got? Water? You gonna leave me to drink alcohol by myself, girlfriend? What is this?
I got you. I got some water in here. Let's cheers up.
All right. Well, whether you're a water drinker or a booze drinker for this beautiful holiday, let's go ahead and cheers to every single one of you amazing, amazing people before I pass it on back over to Chef Gillian.
That's amazing. Well, Rachel, that looks like an absolutely incredible cocktail. And as much as, with us going live today, it is kind of a one-way conversation. What I love about the experiences that both you and I do in some ways is that they really do promote interaction, which is when people start to kind of find this middle ground that we've called a recipe, a cocktail, a mocktail, it can be anything, and use that as a space for people to get really engaged, start asking questions, whether they're unmuting themselves or in the chat, whether we're using poll options, you name it. We've got a ton of things that we can do to really, again, create this space within these virtual events that make them a lot more immersive, a lot more interesting to jump into. And Rachel, what I love, especially seeing you and your journey, I think it's been about a year, I want to say, since you and I were first introduced.
Yeah, about that.
Right? Mm-hmm. And what I love is, you've really taken more a research approach to how people are interacting and what that kind of means as different styles of users. So I'd love for you to be able to dive into that just a wee bit to let us know kind of what you're learning as we go.
Yeah, I love that. Ooh, I just heard, I think God spoke to me. So there are different types of users when it comes to community building, community engagement. And as myself, I've built my entire business through networking and through talking to people and getting information about what they wanted, what they're looking for, who they're trying to be introduced to. So as you're approaching these events, whether you're a speaker, an attendee, or I don't know, just I guess even on the back end of the actual production of all of these types of events, it's really important to open your eyes and ears, whether it's a virtual or in-person event, and go and start talking to people. What are they hoping to happen in the next 2 years? What are they looking for? Who are they trying to connect to? And as a speaker, you can speak your message to resonate with people, engaging with them in a lot of different ways, from doing something like, hey, have you ever played around with egg white in cocktails? Put it in the chat. Let me hear what you have to say, to open-ended, a variety of different open-ended questions. And then you have attendees who can interact back with the speakers if the speakers are reading off the chat and engaging in that way. And also attendee to attendee. So in a lot of instances, like broadcasts, you have speaker to attendee, which is that one to many. And then in like a lot of different times, you have audience members being able to interact through chat or through breakout rooms. So you get to really interact, which is called audience to audience or many to many. And then you have afterwards, right? You have after an event is over, after you meet someone, whether it's in a big event or just through LinkedIn or just through like a one-time meeting or a small networking group, it's the follow-up, right? So those are the different types of things as you're building a community and a network that you really want to do. But there's nothing easier to take the wind out of your sails, I guess, as to not having an engaging or stimulating event for your virtual attendees and speakers, making sure that you're overly communicative about run of show and different things. That's why I love working with these amazing ladies. Really, really awesome in that particular way. But it's also really important to have that engagement, to have the entertainment, to make it really fun to work with, to network with, and being a dependable person that follows up and provides connections to their network. So there's so much here to unpack, but at the end of the day, it comes down to come with your value, deliver your value either as an attendee, as someone who connect with other people, or a speaker, and then listen to what other people are saying, take notes, start a spreadsheet, and follow up.
That's awesome. I love that for sure. I mean, the fortune is in the follow-up, isn't it? And that's really where we can feel acknowledged and feel appreciated. And as you're building out something like a community and creating a space where people feel comfortable to include their ideas, to collaborate more, it really is about having that acknowledgement, having that space where people are good to kind of go. And I love that we can start with high energy and something delicious right off the bat. And it's fun because some of these experiences, depending on what, say, a company, team, or whatever goals are, we can get to places with things like, open-ended question activities. So how could versus how do, and the difference between the two starts of sentences for the amount and the quality of information that will come out of people is incredible. And then how they feel acknowledged in those conversations and how the ideas are actually captured as well as celebrated along the way. A crazy idea right at the beginning could be the game changer of something later. And if it's not captured in a way and people close down and start to feel like their ideas that have been generated aren't really valued, then they're less likely to do it again. And these ideas are incredible and can absolutely change the world. So I think this whole track for community and collaboration is going to be an absolutely incredible track here. We've got some really neat speakers. We've got some really great participants that I know are going to be joining with us. And Zeph, I know we have a very big ask for some of the people that are watching today.
Absolutely. And I'm just bringing myself up so I can share this with everybody. So for everyone's out there, right? It is an event. It is a festival. It is a celebration. Therefore, we need to feature really, really awesome people like you gals out there, right? So we do right now call for speakers, sponsors, exhibitors, whatever value that you can bring to the event. Go to this website. All right, you'll get more information. We are looking for keynote speaker, presenter, creative facilitators. Apply by March 31st, but the sooner you get your application in, and that's the link up on the screen, the faster you get confirmed. And you can, we can send you a calendar invite by April 12th, and that's when we hope to get back to all of you. And this is exciting.
It's super exciting.
Yes,
so exciting.
If you have some stuff that you've been working on as a keynote speaker and you're looking for a community to help you get it to that next level, when you think about the research that at Rachael Green Cocktails has done on her journey, when you know about the learnings that we've kind of gone through as well, the support is here to take your message and whatever you've got into the next level. We can help and support you through that. That's what the So Victory Fest and the So Victory community is truly all about. So if we're not coming in as a speaker though, Zeph, how else can we join? I'm so excited because we have some more information to share, don't we, about pricing?
Absolutely. I love this. So folks, I'm just going to share that actually, Gillian, you actually have this special, right? So in case some of you are like wondering, okay, great, if we're attending, where do we go? What kind of information do we need? So I'm putting this up because, do you want to walk through what's on screen right now? And I can show them where to go.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you head to that sowvictory.com, you're going to start to find all of the information you need. Check into my expo booth, okay? Because that means you get an extra $10 savings. So make sure when you sign in and get into the website, then you can click on this One Blonde Chef link. From there, you're going to see an extra $10 US savings. And I know we've got specials in early booking and everything like that before March 29th as well. So there's some savings to be there. We would love to have you. We would love to work with you. And I think we're going to make this a really incredible event, May 10th to the 12th of this year. Woohoo!
Yes, absolutely. In case it doesn't translate to you like, okay, I saw that screen, don't know where to go, you would go to, I'm going to put it up right here. It's actually the same link you would go to tune in to catch our show replays. And you can go to live.sowvictory.com. So when you get to that website, okay, what you need to do, this is where all our pre-show replays are being housed at, and we do have different sections called lobby, agenda, expo booth. You can check them out. But we were talking about the $10 extra code. Yep. Ooh, yes. This is gonna be good, because right now you can go there and you can go to Chef Gillian's One Blonde Chef Expo booth. You will get a savings code in there, but this ends March 29th. And what you need to do, as you're looking up on your screen right now, when you get to that particular link, all right, you will be, if you're watching the replay, and this is the replay, I'm going to kind of show you, we're kind of live right now, so you see it on your screen, but you will see that it's just going to read. So if you actually register by March 29th and the registration is here, we're running our early bird registration right now. However, if you actually leave the session and go to the expo booth, right, and then you go to Chef Gillian's expo booth, you can click on visit booth right there. You see my cursor moving, or you can heart her booth, heart her booth, right? You will get information of the code for an additional, putting up again so you can see what it is, additional $10 on top of your $30 savings for early bird registration. Like, hello, we all can use some savings, right? So 100%. Absolutely come join us. This is, again, the information, sowvictory.com for the primary website, and then you will just need to go and get your coupon code right there. Go to live.sowvictory.com, click on expo booth for Chef Gillian's One Blonde Chef visit booth, and the savings code is right there. Ladies, you did a great job. You did a great job. This is awesome. We all can go about our St. Patrick's Day right now celebration. For some of you are probably in the east side of the world. You probably are moving on to the next day. But I mean, like,
so excited.
If you're so used to the Zoom fatigue, well, you need to come and join us, because this is just going to be a different level of excitement. Whoop, whoop, right? Whoop, whoop. So I wanted to put this because I feel like I need some fireplace going on right now. I need to go chill because I need to bring my hyper down. All right, I'm going to let you ladies.
Never.
Yay!
Amazing.
You all at So Victory Fest. Any last words, Gillian and Rachel?
I want to thank Rachel so much for being here today. I'm excited to work with you again. You bring such an energy and such delicious cocktails. Is there a place, Rachel, we could go to get the recipe for the Lucky Leprechaun?
Absolutely. So we're going to be putting in the chat here the blog recipe you can go and check out. So that's a really great way. Oh, I think there's like some.
How about we do this? I'm going to set up a booth for you, Rachel, in the space, and then you can put your link for people to check out the recipe. So if we put you under the expo booth, and y'all just have to go to, Rachel's booth, and then we will have a link to that recipe. How's that sound? Make it
That sounds
easy for
perfect.
everybody.
Oh, Zeph, you
Yay,
make it
thanks so
happen.
much, guys.
Woo-hoo.
All right. I don't have a drink with me right now, but I do have my water. Shall we toast it, ladies?
Oh, we should sociable,
Boom,
because
here we
that's
go.
Gillian's
Happy St.
language. We
Patrick's
should
Day.
Sociable.
sociable in Canada.
So we'll
It's
see
a
you
cheers.
May 10th to 12th.
Sociable.
Woo. Again, one more time. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Sociable.
Sociable.
All right. We'll see you May 10th to 12th, people. That's the website you would go. Until then, thank you, ladies. This has been a great, great episode of So Victory Fast Pre-Show 2022. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See you there, queens.